Your Honor, you gave me 24 hours to introduce evidence that I have a case. Well, I would like to introduce this document.
Your Honor, he's about to introduce an article that says my client directed an illegal sale of a company. Well, I have a copy of that article right here, and unless he has the actual memo it refers to, this article itself is inadmissible.
Let me see that.
Your Honor, Mr. Specter is right. I do not have the memo that he's referring to, but since he brought it up, the reason that I would like to have entered that article is to show the court that that memo existed, and he buried it.
What?
Mr. Malik, that's an outrageous claim.
What's outrageous is that he's done it before and he's still practicing law.
Okay, that is a lie, and I want that stricken from the record.
It's not a lie. I can prove it.
Bullshit.
Mr. Specter, that's enough. If Mr. Malik can't back up his allegation, he'll be held in contempt of court. But in my experience, old dogs don't learn new tricks. So if he can prove it, that combined with this article will give me reason to believe that you've done it again. We'll reconvene in 2 days.
What the hell is he talking about?
Whatever it is, I swear to you that when the dust settles, we'll still win this thing.
You son of a bitch, you got nothing on me because there's nothing to have.
Oh, I've got plenty. The only question is, which of the many times that you've crossed the line am I planning on exposing to the world?
Don't tell me you still want me to give up, because even if I wanted to...
That's not what I'm here to say. We need to figure out what case he's talking about.
I know what case. He worked in the DA's office 10 years. He's talking about Clifford Danner.
Harvey, that doesn't make any sense. You didn't suppress that evidence. Cameron Dennis did.
Malik doesn't give a shit about that. I was the prosecuting attorney. I should have known what was happening with my own case, which means we're screwed.
Unless
what?
Unless we can get Cameron Dennis to admit that he buried the evidence and that you didn't know about it.
Mike, there's no way Cameron's going to admit to that. Wait a second.
What?
There's also no way he'd set me up for something I didn't do, which means we need to figure out how Malik's going to make it look like I suppressed that evidence.
He's going to subpoena the one other person who was there when you put Clifford Danner away.
No.
Yes. He's calling me to the stand in 2 days.
Then we need to get you prepared, and we need to do it in front of an audience.
You talking about a mock trial? No way. I'm not putting Donna through that.
Harvey, Mike's right. But you're not the one who has to put me through it. It has to be Lewis.
Donna, you know what happened last time Lewis did that?
Yes, I do. He was brutal, which is exactly what Andy Malik's gonna be. So either you can tell Lewis or I will, but either way, it's gotta be him.
Donna, even if I said yes, last time Lewis did that, it made him sick. He's not gonna want to do that again.
He won't want to, but he will.
Lewis, wait.
Whatever it is, guys, deal with it tomorrow. It's been an emotional day.
Unfortunately, it's not over yet. I've been subpoenaed by the Attorney General's office.
What are you talking about? You don't have anything to do with Harvey's case?
She doesn't, but he wants to use her to prove that I've suppressed evidence before, and I'm doing it again.
Did you?
No.
Lewis, he's gonna question me about the Clifford Danner case and try to make it look like Harvey knew what was going on, and so I must have too. You know what that means. I need you to prepare me.
I don't care. I can't.
Lewis.
No. Ask Alex to do it. Ask Mike.
It has to be you. You've done it before.
This is exactly why I don't want to do it again. I'm not doing that to Donna.
Lewis, look, you told me you did what you did because Travis Tanner doesn't give a shit about Donna and he was going to come after her full bore. Well, this guy has at least as much of an axe to grind. And he worked with us in the DA's office.
Which means he knows more about us. And the only way to protect me is to prepare me for what's coming.
You were asking me to go personal again, and I won't do it.
No, Lewis. I am asking you to do whatever you have to do to protect me again. And I am telling you it's okay to do it.
Okay. But I'm not going to do anything until tomorrow, because I need to do something first.
Is it time? I'll be there in 5 minutes. I just need a second to gather myself.
You can take all the time you need because we're not doing this trial.
Luce, what the hell are you talking about? Malik's gonna come after me on that stand, and you're supposed to get me ready.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to have to get up on that stand at all.
What's going on here? We got a library full of people waiting for you two.
I was just about to come down there, and now Lewis is trying to tell me that I don't have to go up against Malik.
Lewis, the judge issued a subpoena. She's got to take the stand.
No, she doesn't. Don't you see? You worked in the DA's office, she was your secretary, and you both worked on the Clifford Danner case.
Holy shit. It's work product. It's covered under privilege. Lewis, you're a genius. Let's go clear out that library.
Hold on a second. The whole point of doing a mock trial is to prepare me. What's the downside of still doing that in case this doesn't work?
The downside is that I won't have enough time to prepare the argument for court.
I don't see how that...
Harvey, do I need to tell you that when I'm finished, you can't be the one to make it?
No, you don't.
Why not?
Because Malik's trying to make this case about me, which means the more we can have Mike talk, the better.
Your Honor, the only reputation being smeared here is mine, but more importantly, I agree. Clifford Danner has nothing to do with this. In fact, if anything even remotely resembling that name comes out of my mouth, feel free to hold me in contempt. But in the meantime, unless the defense would like to bring up what I had for lunch in the 3rd grade, I'd like to call my witness.
Your Honor.
Ms. Paulson, please take the stand.
Ms. Paulson, could you please state your employment history prior to becoming a legal secretary?
I was an actress.
Were you able to make a living at that?
No. I worked as a waitress to supplement my income, but I don't see what that
And how
has
much
to
do you make now, Ms. Paulson? Somewhere in the 6 figures?
Yes.
It's quite an improvement on minimum wage plus tips, wouldn't you say?
What can I say? I'm very good at what I do.
And was shredding a document related to the Coastal Motors case that your firm tried years ago one of the things that you were good at doing? What the hell does he know about that?
Doesn't matter, he knows.
Ms. Paulson, I'll ask you again. Did you destroy evidence on that case? And I'll remind you that you're under oath.
Objection. The document he's referring to was fake. It's not illegal to get rid of fraudulent documents.
Did she know that when she destroyed it?
It doesn't matter. So unless he plans to prosecute the witness for doing her job...
I plan to ask the witness questions. I'd like the chance to do that.
Your Honor...
Mr. Specter, back off. Witness will answer the question.
Yes, I shredded the file.
That's your boss's request.
No.
Ms. Paulson, were you fired during the Coastal Motors trial and then rehired 1 week later?
Yes, but...
And since then, you've become your firm's chief operating officer, but you're not a lawyer, are you?
You don't need to be a lawyer to be a COO.
Then do you have an MBA?
No, I don't.
Of course you don't. All you have is a bachelor's in theater, and you were a part-time waitress, part-time actress when you quit to become a legal secretary, which is what you were until Harvey Specter made you COO overnight. Tell me, do you have any of the qualifications normally required for that position?
I have been at the firm longer than anyone. I know how it works.
Oh, so do I. By breaking the law and then rewarding the people that do.
That's a lie.
Well, then how did you get your promotion? Because there's only 2 ways I can think of when you're not qualified, and they're both pretty distasteful.
Objection, that's inflammatory.
Answer the question.
I'll tell you how I got it. I asked for it.
You asked for it. Well, you know, if that's all it takes, maybe I should ask Mr. Specter for a pony. Except I don't think that's all it takes. I think it takes destroying evidence, getting fake fired, and a little acting ability to pull it off.
Your Honor, he's testifying.
Yeah, well, then I'll wrap it up. Because if she was willing to destroy evidence in that case, she's willing to do it in this one. And that is why the memo referred to in that article no longer exists.
Your Honor.
I've heard enough. This case is moving forward, and I'm allowing that article to be admitted as evidence.
Donna, hey, how'd it go in court? I would have asked you earlier, but I had a ton of doc review.
I really don't want to talk about it right now, Louis.
Okay, what happened? Because obviously something's wrong, and I'm your friend, so I'm here for you.
Bullshit, you're here for me.
What?
I asked you to protect me. But all you did was protect yourself because you didn't want to ask me the same kinds of questions that Malik did.
What do you mean that Malik did? All Mike needed to do was...
He didn't ask me about Clifford Danner. He asked me about Coastal Motors.
Oh my God, the memo.
Yeah, the memo. And then he put me on that stand, and he came after me, just like I was afraid he would.
Donna, there was no way we could have seen that coming.
What we could have seen coming was if he got me up there, he would twist the facts, and he would imply ugly things.
About you and Harvey?
Yes, about me and Harvey, because it's always about me and Harvey. Last time, this time.
Donna?
God damn it, Louis. I begged you to help me. I even asked, what if your plan doesn't work? But you didn't listen. So Malik rattled me, and he humiliated me. And he said, I am only COO because I slept my way there. And he made it sound plausible, so now that's on the record thanks to you.
Me? Harvey signed off on this just as much as I did.
I really don't care what Harvey did, Louis. Because I came to you for help, and you left me high and dry.